Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different. I've been wanting to sort of open up the topics for discussion on my channel for a little while, and so I'm going to start off easy and do sort of a follow-up to my last video and discuss my top 5 favorite Halloween movies for the non-horror fan like me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right in. The first movie that I wanted to talk about today is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, I had to start on this one. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of a cliche, but this is just such a classic Halloween movie. It was made in 1993, and it is about the skeleton, who is Jack Skellington, who runs Halloween Town, and he is feeling bored and unsatisfied with his life and with his job of running Halloween every year, and he accidentally stumbles into Christmas Town and decides that this year he is going to also do Christmas. He's going to take over Christmas from Santa. Chaos obviously completely ensues because he has no idea what he's doing, and it's a really fun movie. I really enjoy it. I've watched it many times. I love all of the music from it. I think that the songs are great. They're really creative and fun, and overall, I just really like the movie. It's done in claymation, which I think is done really well. I feel like there's not a whole lot to say about Nightmare Before Christmas because most people already know all about it, but yeah, it's one of my favorites. The next movie that I wanted to discuss is actually one that came out the same year. It is Hocus Pocus. It stars Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker, and it is about 2 teenagers and a young girl and an immortal cat who accidentally summon 3 witches who were killed in Salem 300 years ago, and they have to figure out how to defeat them and send them back. This is a Disney movie that is very kid-friendly, and it is a lot of fun. The 3 witches are delightful, and Bette Midler has a really fun musical number. I haven't seen this one in a long time, so I don't have a ton to say about it, but I really enjoyed it, and it's one that you can watch multiple times. It's one that's good for the whole family because it's definitely very kid-friendly, and yeah, it's a good time. So the next movie on the list is gonna be Practical Magic. This stars Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. I actually just saw this movie for the first time last night, and I kind of can't believe that I had never seen this movie before because it was exactly my thing. This movie is from 1998, and it is about these 2 sisters, Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman, who come from a long line of witches, and they have this curse in their family that all of the men that they fall in love with end up dying later, and they have to figure out both how to break the curse and also how to banish Nicole Kidman's really terrible ex-boyfriend. And it is billed as a romantic comedy. It's a lot darker and more serious than you would maybe expect, given that it is billed as a romantic comedy. It is really funny, but it is actually pretty serious, and it's kind of a dark comedy. But then there's the whole midnight margarita scene, and I was watching this with my 2 roommates last night, and we were just like, who needs men? Multi-generational witch coven, that's my new life goal. So this movie is about the power of family and about the power of female relationships and friendships, and it just made me really happy, and it, yeah, is now my new life goal. So we're gonna be jumping timelines to now a movie that just came out this past year. This is probably not a huge surprise. It is the new Ghostbusters movie starring Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, Kristen Wiig, and Melissa McCarthy. I love this movie. It is funny as hell. I saw this movie 3 times in theaters, which is going to give you a bit of an idea of how much I loved it. It's, again, all about female friendships without being like too preachy about it. The villain is basically a men's rights activist, which is just, oh, given the press that surrounds this movie, is just perfect. The cold open actually managed to be kind of scary somehow, even though it is a fairly silly movie. And just, oh my god, Gillian Holtzman. Gillian Holtzman, man. She's just everything I wanted. And did I mention it's funny as hell? So the last movie that I wanted to talk about today, number 5, is the one that I would say gets the closest to being a horror movie because this was actually marketed as a horror movie. Unfortunately, I feel like that does the movie some serious injustice because it is not a horror movie. And so people that went in expecting a horror movie were disappointed, and then people that don't watch horror movies didn't go see it. So Crimson Peak by Guillermo del Toro was done just so wrong, and I adored this movie. It is not a horror, it is a gothic romance. And it is a gothic romance with every gothic trope just like turned up to 11. that is what you need to know about this movie. It is delightful. So the basic plot is that young American writer, ingenue, etc. Mia Wasikowska gets whisked away by handsome new husband Tom Hiddleston to his like remote castle up on a hill, and his like creepy sister played by Jessica Chastain, and it is completely bonkers. There are ghosts, there's like murder, there's like secrets in the house, there's like the house that seems to live and breathe, and because they live on a peak that is filled with red clay, the red clay like is seeping through the walls, so it looks like the house is bleeding, which is just such a gothic trope, but again, like turned up to 11. I think it is so delightful. It's got love and death all tangled together, and there are some moments that I would say are kind of creepy, but it is not a horror movie, and so I feel like this movie was just misunderstood by the marketing department because gothic romance is not really a genre that we have a lot of these days. So I loved Crimson Peak, and if that is the kind of thing that you're looking for, seriously, go check it out. If you like gothic romance novels like Jane Eyre, Rebecca, anything like that, seriously, go check this movie out. So that is going to be it for my top 5 Halloween movies. If I have enough to do another one of these, I may do one next year. But let me know if you've seen any of the movies that I mentioned. Let me know what you thought of them in the comments, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!